So do you guys want to know how to put a pro bumper on? I will show you in this video. Take a look at all that steel inside the bumper. She will be on the car in no time, and I'll show you guys how I do it. So after a little bit of heavy grinding here on the bumper, we've got it all cleaned up. Now my rules say I'm allowed to go into the frame 6 inches. So each one of these pieces are 6 inches long into the frame. But as you can tell, I have them sticking out 3.5 inches. Now why you guys are going to ask me why I'm sticking them out 3.5 inches is because I'm going to weld this bumper to those sleeves. I'm going to tack it 4 corners, maybe even leave it, put a couple good beads of weld on it. And then I will remove the bumper and the tabs. If I have to, I'll remove it. If I don't have to, obviously I'm not going to remove it. And I will fully weld all the way around, holding my sleeve to my bumper. And then I will pound it in the rest of the way. I just have a self-tapper in there to make sure it's up flush to the top of the frame. And then I will pound it all the way in, have the self-tapper removed. And then I'll plug weld it to the top of the frame and everything will be great. So I'm just going to set this bumper up right now in front of me, and then I'll show you what I mean by welding. So as you can see, this bumper sticks far enough out that I'm able to get very good welds holding the sleeve to the bumper on both sides. So let's fully weld these sleeves up, I guess. So after putting my welder into limp mode twice because of the amount of welding we're doing, we pretty much finished the job. Well, we finished half the job. What we're going to do now is we're going to remove those tech screws I showed you guys earlier. Just simply hook onto them. It might be a little warm. This one's a little warm, that's for sure. There. Let's get the other one out. We broke her off. That's not exactly what we wanted to do, but it did break off deep enough that it's not going to affect us hammering that in. So now, just pick up your trusty hammer, old Bluey, and give her some smacks. Now if you can tell, you probably can't, but the steel's gone down. So we're going to put these self-tappers back in to help try to pull that bumper back up so that we can plug weld. There. Let's just go get a new self-tapper for the other side. Just so you guys are aware, these aren't your normal dollar store self-tappers. These are half-decently hefty self-tappers. So there we go. I'll get a little bit of a closer picture so you guys can see how it looks now. If you can see, this one here looks like it can still come up a bit, just because of how the sleeve looks to the top half of that. We'll take a look at the other side over here. There, this one looks a little bit better. See how nice and tight that is inside there? Well, you're going to be able to get some good welds. I'm going to put the jack on the far side and just try to jack it up a bit to try to get that a little bit tighter before I try welding that. As you can see, now we've drilled our holes in the top of our frame. We're going to use those to plug weld that tube to the top of the frame. We've done so on both sides, but as you can see, is this one here is actually kind of sloped down just a bit, the inside tubing, so that's going to take quite a bit of weld to fill. We've stressed out my welder again, so we just kind of have to wait for it to hit its duty cycle over. I might just switch to the other welder, to be honest. But so there you go. That's how you guys put on a pro bumper and sleeve it 6 inches. But yeah, thanks for watching. See you guys back here tomorrow.